live? Yes, we are live. Hello. How are you guys doing? Let me check something here. There we go. Yes, we are live. It kind of blacked out there for a minute. Go figure. So, anyways, I just wanted to connect with you guys and say Happy Fun Friday. I hope you are having a great week. I hope you have been taking care of yourself and you are ready to have a fun Friday. Roo, 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 roo. It's your unbirthday. It's your unbirthday. So, anyway, what are we up to? Why are we here? So we're here for a couple of reasons. So today is both Fun Friday as well as Fun Friday Connection. So those of you who are new to my Facebook group, Freedom from Negative Thinking, I want you to share something about yourself, share something about your business. And Raga Z, you actually jumped ahead. Put it into the post there so that way we can keep track of it and folks can always go back to who's put in the information on particular posts. So it makes it way easier to find your information and continue to come back to it. But thank you so much for sharing that awesome reggae music. I love it. Just make sure you take that information and plug it into the post and we'll just delete it off the thread. So, why do I do this? Who am I? What does it even matter? So, the whole idea is we get stuck with negative thinking. And then when we're stuck with negative thinking, we're stuck with things like, oh my gosh, am I not going to be good enough? How am I going to do this? If I am doing it, is it good enough? Or questions like, how do I get to where they are? Why am I only just at this age? Um, why do I always have this negative thinking? What's wrong with me? Why do I always have this anxiety? Why do I feel so much shame? There's a lot of why in it. Or it may sound like I should this and I should that and I should be and I should and I could be. And it's a lot of judgment and it's a lot of shaming. And so when we do that, it really keeps us in this space. And a lot of us have created being so completely perfect because of that thinking. And not to say that we are perfect, right? Because we probably find that we mess up all the time. We're not perfect because we have, BO and we still have to have the same human problems as everybody else. Our feet sweat, our hands might sweat, we might get headaches. So things don't work perfectly. You might have ailments in your body. You might not see or hear the way you'd like to. You might not have the color eyes you want. You might not be as tall as you want. Hello. But we can get to a place where we can see who we really are and we can have fun with it. And that's what Fun Friday is all about. So, being able to take a look at whatever's going on in our life, whatever flaws we see, whatever we might be doing, and taking ourselves too seriously and say, I got to have more fun. So, for example, even with my husband, when he finds himself getting upset, I'm like, honey, woosah. And it just brings a little fun. It brings a little, just a little more humor and relaxation and ease into the conversation. So those are just things that you can allow yourself to do as well. And I wanted to give you some tips with that. Now, what I'd like for you to do when you share about yourself today, whether it's about yourself or your business, depending if you're working for somebody else, you might not have anything to say about your business, but maybe you're doing something that you would, or maybe there's something you would love to do, but maybe you're doing something that you would love to share, or maybe there's something that you get into, like the music or particular articles, or something that you're like, you know what, this speaks to what helps me, this speaks to who I am, and just share that. I'd love to hear what that is, or I'd love to see what that looks like, or if it's just a GIF or an emoji, because it just lets us go, oh, that says something about them. Okay, so in doing that, you find you're having more fun. In doing that, you find you're more relaxed, you're connecting to others, you're having a good time. So even in sharing yourself and promoting what it is that you do or what it is that you love, you can have fun with it. So the idea of that, it helps you to kind of confront the issue. So I will tell you, I do not feel the most comfortable when I'm promoting myself. I'm more of an introvert. That's just my personality. However, I know for people to know about my business and to know about what I do, I have to share. right? So, in doing that, we're facing the fear. Taking that on and facing the fear helps you take a look at something. Fear is an experience that you're not safe. So, if you want to realize, I need to feel safe, and that will help me with this fear. Aha! When you catch that, that allows you to realize as soon as you get into fear, or if fear gets too big, it goes into anxiety, or if anxiety gets too big, it goes into panic. You can allow yourself to go, oh, so when I'm feeling fear, hey there, Tony, good morning. So when I'm feeling fear, then it's really about me helping myself to feel safe. And what are some ways to help you feel safe? So first of all, knowing that's what's coming up when you're feeling fear or panic or anxiety. Okay, I need to feel safe, practice safety. If you're not sure how to do these things, don't worry. Just reach out to me and we can do them together. I didn't used to know how to do them myself either. These are not things that are taught to us. These are things that we're taught to avoid. So it's not your fault if when you try to work it out or figure it out or practice it, you find yourself going back to feeling fear. It's okay. So let yourself confront the fear. Confront not like, but confront like turn and look. Confront. Being able to look at it in front of you. And so when you do that, have you heard the term you can dance with your fear? Say, hello, fear, let's dance. And it lets you have so much fun with it. And you can go, oh, I'm afraid because I was scaring the bejeebies out of myself. I was asking myself, what if this? And what if that? And what if this? And what if that? And those things are terrible. What if somebody was in a tough spot and you said, what if you're going to fail? What if your family doesn't want to talk to you anymore? What if you propose an offer to somebody and they say, oh, how dare you charge me that much? People don't do that. And if they do, then you just say, well, what has you think that way? What has you thinking that I can't? What puts that thought there? What's the proof there? And what you'll find the real proof. The real proof of not only can you, but you've already done so many things like it that this really isn't a big deal. It's just new. And in the newness, your mind wants to tell you it's not safe because it's not familiar and it's not comfortable. And our mind is used to being told if something's not familiar and it's not comfortable, then it's not safe and we could die. And that sounds illogical, but how do children function? Don't go in the street, you could die, right? Don't touch that, you could get burned. So children are taught with fear. We program our minds with fear, and we're taught that fear is what keeps us safe. So now you can acknowledge when you're feeling fear, you get to feel safe. That will help the negative thinking that's going on tremendously to the point of totally. You may not know how to do it, and you may not know how to do it with your particular instance, but it allows you to begin to practice as you know this information. So dance with your fear, babies. You can do it. So now the other thing. People tend to think that mistakes are terrible and bad. And the reason being, and this is probably the same for most of you, probably not all of you. Some of you had parents who knew how to handle mistakes. But a lot of parents, when teaching their children, when there's a mistake, it's like, oh my gosh, my kid did that. That's going to mean I'm a terrible parent. But what the child experience is, I can't believe you did that. You're so bad. Why would you do that? I already told you not to do that. You know better. Shame and guilt. And they didn't know better. That's how they were taught. So they're just using what they believed worked. So when we're shaming and guilting somebody, are they really learning? Or are they tying shame and guilt to that situation? And it's usually both. They are learning, oh, I don't want that feeling. I don't want to ever do that again. And in that, there's usually this experience of compassion. Like, I don't want this person to hurt. I don't want this person to feel bad. I love them. I want them to love me. And so there is some compassion as well that's invoked in there because you understand how the other person feels. However, the biggest piece that's absorbed is shame and guilt around mistakes. So allow yourself just for today and maybe for tomorrow. Allow yourself to practice being okay with your mistakes. Allow yourself to practice being able to say, okay, mistakes are for me to learn from. And so they're for me to learn from and grow and thrive and have more fun in life. So if mistakes are actually to help me have more fun in life, then I'm okay with having more mistakes. What? Because here's the deal. If you are going and going and going and going into new levels that you don't know, you will make mistakes because you don't know it yet. The good thing is to find people that you can see that they've already done it and connect with them. Instead of comparing yourself to them as they are where they are and not good enough, allow yourself to compare yourself to where you are and where you want to be, and then find people that have done that. And instead of comparing yourself like they're there and you're not, like as if you're not good enough, you can compare yourself to, well, I'm not where I want to be yet. That's the only comparing that you get to do. And then, ooh, that person knows how. Let me find out from them how they did it and if it's something that I can do or want to do. You may not want to do that. So then you can get off your case. Because guess what? I don't want to be an astronaut. I don't want to be an attorney. I can love them. I have so many attorney friends, but I don't want to do that. I want to do what I'm doing with you here. I don't want to be a race car driver. It's so cool. And I think it would be totally awesome. And I'd love to be a race car driver, a race car driver's passenger. I don't want to learn that. I don't want to practice that. It's just not, I wouldn't mind trying it like maybe a couple times. But I think after that, I'd be like, there's no passion in it for me. It's some excitement. It's a rush. But outside of that, I'd be like, oh, I could do that a few times a year. But then that's it. So why would I compare myself and try to make myself think I need to do something? There's so many things you might have on your to-do list. It gets to be on your to-don't list. You might be shoulding on yourself when it shouldn't even be part of your should at all. So you get to take a look, thirdly, at any expectations that you have that you might just be pushing on yourself, that when you look at it, you're like, I don't really want to do that. That's not my skill. That's not my goal. That's not really, I mean, maybe a part of me wants to do that, but overall, I don't want to do that. So then you get to hire somebody to do it for you. Or if you're not in a space where you can, then you just get to put it on the back burner. Write it down, put it in your to do in the future. Or if there's something you have to learn, take a class, put that on your to-do list coming up. So then you get to know what you need to know. You remove those expectations that have you smashed into, guess what you didn't do today? Reminder, 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 not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. So just allow yourself to remember those three things. Allow yourself to remember that you can look at the fear and connect to the fact that it means you need to feel safe. You can look at the anxiety, you can look at the panic. It's not going to hurt you. It's there already. So you can allow yourself to look at it. It's important to jot it down so you're literally looking at it. And instead of looking at it with judgment, like, I can't believe you think that. I can't believe you feel that. I can't believe you have that problem still. Gosh, what's wrong with you? Instead, you're looking at it like as if a friend wrote it down and you're going to help them. Oh, okay. So you're struggling with this. And I know why you've had such a hard time and people have been so hard on you. That makes total sense. So these are some things that we can do to feel safe. And you know what? Or you can look at it and go, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'd say to a friend. Then call me, right? I have a Freedom from Negative Thinking program, and you get to have help. You don't have to stay stuck in these things. I had to have help. I had to have help. I did not know how to get unstuck. I did not know how to change my own negative thinking until I learned the things I'm going to share with you. And the things I already am sharing with you, I'll just share it with you in more detail around your personal story, around your personal experience as we work together. So you can take a look at it, and if you're like, I don't even know, I'd be like, go get some help from somebody because I don't know. Then the same thing, that's your answer. Get some help because you don't know, and there are people that do. I get help from people all the time. I have different coaches that when I'm going to my next level and I know it's going to get me stuck in whatever it is, they're going to help pull me out. So know that you can do that. And then again, allow yourself to realize that mistakes are there to help you learn, help you grow, and help you have more fun. Yeah, baby. And then lastly, you're going to allow yourself to take a look at your expectations. Take a look at the things you have on your to-do list. If you stay in, God, I don't want to, should you really be making yourself do it? And if it is, and if you're like, yeah, I definitely need to, and even though there's the I don't want to, that's really just negative thinking happening, it just means you're in a struggle and you need support. There's nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? You have one piece of thread. Okay. Two, three, four. Now you have something so much stronger that it keeps something held together no matter what. So the same thing, when you feel like you're just one thread, allow yourself to get connected and get that support and get that help that you need to continue to make that thread stronger. Getting support makes you stronger, not weaker. You take care of you. Have a beautifully blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow for Silly Saturday. Let me know what things you would like to know about. Let me know what are some things that you've done this week that might be feeling a little silly, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. It could be anonymous, or it could be something that we talk about tied to your name if you want to post it and share it with everybody. Why not? Have a beautifully blessed day, and know that you're loved and cared for. Great big squishy hugs. Bring it in all the way in. You take care of you. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.